Welcome to my day in a life as a resident teacher. So good morning, everyone. My name is Maya Joyner, and I am a one-year undergraduate early elementary resident teacher at Patrick Henry School of Science and Arts. So my day begins with me turning on all of our lights and our LED lights and setting up the board for the students' quick write, which they do in the morning when they first come in. One thing that I told my mentor teacher, Miss Wynn, when I first met her is that I really like the idea of getting kids familiar and comfortable with writing. So I usually handle our quick writes in the morning. I put it on the board with sentence starters, and then I set out their quick write books with their pencils. So as soon as they finish their morning routine, they can come straight to the carpet and get started with their quick write. With all the morning preparation, 7:45 rolls around pretty quick, and by then, my lovely mentor, Miss Wynn, arrives. At this point, I begin to look at my to-do list for my VCU classes and get myself familiar with what I need to do for the week. And as the first few kids arrive, I start with ticket redemption as we use tickets in our classroom for our class incentives. Now our day really begins. The students come to the carpet and we go over their answers for the quick write, and we talk about our joke / our riddle for the day. I was super excited to be back in our classroom as I was in kindergarten last week, so I really missed my kids.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I missed you guys so much.
After we finished community circle, we moved straight into calendar.
There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. The days of the week. 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 The days of the week.
From calendar, we moved straight into UFly. This week's lesson, we are on lesson 56, which is talking about vowel consonant E, or our sneaky E, our magic E. And this lesson focused solely on the vowel O. When I first started taking over for lead teaching, UFly was one of the hardest things, but I feel like I've finally gotten the hang of it. Right after UFly, we jump straight into small groups. The students are at their desk working on the task list that is presented on the board, and I am with my small groups. We make it a point on Mondays to make sure we see all 3 or 4 groups. The first group being reviewing a lesson from the previous week in UFly, the second group having a decodable book that they are going to work on throughout the week, and the third group being my book club, where they are working on the UFly lesson for the week in a book that we talk about throughout the week. After I finish with my small groups and the students are given enough time to finish as much as they can in their task list, we start whole group reading. Today we watched a nonfiction book on Thanksgiving, and in whole group reading we are talking about main idea and supporting details. So the students and I filled out our graphic organizer with the main idea of our book, and we differentiated between minor details and supporting details that help us understand our main idea. As the students and I finish our main idea and supporting details web, we prepare for lunch. It gets a little hectic as I might have talked a little too much, and we run straight into the time where lunch starts. After lunch is recess and resource for the kids, where Miss Wynn and I have our planning period. After we pick up the kids from resource, it's snack time, then math time. This week it's a little different as I'm starting to lead teach math today. Today's math lesson went well as it was only talking about counting back on a number line through subtraction. After whole group math finished up, the students break for independent practice and computer time, while I call a few students to play a game based on the content we just learned. Once I call as many students as I can, we clean up and prepare for social studies. The month of November has pretty much been about many different things, including maps, globes, and our indigenous peoples. While this is going on, the students are grabbing book bags and we're preparing folders for dismissal. Thanks for watching my day in the life.